Hello, 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 all of you. Welcome to Beyond the Veil. I haven't decided at this moment is this going to be a membership video, but I don't know if the girl who requested this is a member or not. So I guess maybe I'll post half of this on my regular page and then post the rest in my membership. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I finish it. So after I did my Elon Musk video yesterday, sorry you guys, burps, coffee cold as hell. Hold on. All right, nigglets. if you know what Tales from the Hood, that movie, then you know what a niglet is. Yes, I just called you guys nigglets. So, after my reading on Elon Musk yesterday, one of my subscribers slid into my DMs and requested me to read on Elon Musk or expound further on what I mentioned about Elon Musk and his supercomputer that he's building in Memphis. And I think I mentioned briefly in that video why he said he's doing it in Memphis. I was on Instagram and I came across a clip of a video of an interview that Elon Musk did. I'm going to see if I can find it on YouTube. Elon Musk interview. I wonder if I can find it that way. Because he was speaking to a white guy. I don't know who he is, but I know he's a white male. About Collosus. I believe that's Collosus. Let me see if I can find it. He's building a supercomputer called Collosus, and he's doing it in Memphis, where in that video he mentioned that was the real ancient Egypt. And he and the guy laughed it off because it seemed like the guy was a little bit caught aback when he said it, like he wasn't expecting him to say that publicly, and he didn't know how to respond to it, saying something like that publicly. I don't know how to find that interview because I definitely did see it on Instagram, maybe originated from TikTok. But he's merging with Memphis Lights, Gas, and Water. I believe that's what it's called. And my subscriber who lives there mentioned that he is, in fact, merging with their light, water, and gas company. She mentioned a monopoly that they have on those natural resources. She mentioned that historically it is believed that, or always has been known, that Memphis has some of the best water in the U.S. There are beliefs that the Nile is actually the Mississippi River and that the location of ancient Egypt is really here somewhere. I don't know if Elon Musk was trolling, but he absolutely said it in that clip that I saw. And my subscriber wanted to know why Memphis and what he's doing with that supercomputer. So I really want to ask, why Memphis? I want to ask Elon Musk, why Memphis? Now remember, I mentioned his family was a family of explorers. They were looking for ancient relics, ancient lands, ancient deities, ancient beings. So him saying that, considering that I believe that they found whatever he was looking for, is interesting. Spirit, please allow me to conjure up the spirit and the soul of Elon Musk again. Elon Musk's spirit or soul is in a piece of his technology. He transferred it. I don't know, but it's never there. Every time I close my eyes to try to conjure him up, I see him in a similar scenario. Now he's like in a lab, maybe where he's building his supercomputer, but he's still looking around like, how the fuck did I get here? It's almost like, how am I back into my soul? I don't think he likes the connection of the soul because of his disdain for the Creator. Giving up that connection is a sense of rebellion. That's why I call him the Antichrist. Spirit, whether he likes it or not, bring him and his soul and his spirit, and whatever parts of him speak its truth. Elon Musk, talk to me about why you chose Memphis to build your Collosus supercomputer. Why did you choose Memphis, Tennessee to build your Collosus supercomputer, and what is your intention with it? Why Memphis, Tennessee? Spirit. Okay, I'll do a full spread. Why Memphis, Tennessee, and what do you plan to do with this Colossus in Memphis? Page of Cups in reverse. This has something to do with water. I believe that according to Elon Musk, he may really believe, and he may have reason to, that the Nile is the Mississippi River, or whatever body of water Memphis has access to. Memphis, Tennessee, and and Egypt pops up, the Mississippi River. Memphis is a city on the Mississippi River. Okay, all right. So I believe that it has to do with the Mississippi River. Water from the Mississippi River, something about it. Something about the water in water in Memphis. Maybe the water in the rest of the world is different. And because this page is almost on like a stage, it's supposed to be a beach with the seashore. Something about it gives me that fake stage look that some of the tarot cards have, which would make me think that whatever they're telling us about this certain location of the Nile could be false, which is why he said it and as if it was a joke, because to the mainstream public, the Mississippi River, the Nile is in the east. It has something to do with water. Challenge is something about the fires in California. Both of these cards have water on them. Now, I don't know if whomever started the fires are doing so against Elon. I also think that after doing the reading with him and the Resniks yesterday, I wonder if they don't want to be a part of something that Elon is establishing. I'm not sure. The challenging position is The fires, though, that started in LA, I'm not sure why that's a challenge to him and what he's doing in Memphis. Something in the past did go Elon's way. I think he broke grounds with some of his technology. I also think that this is him partnering with Memphis Light, Gas, and Water. I think they gave him free autonomy to do whatever he's doing with their water sources. If he's creating a supercomputer and it works off of a super intelligence, a consciousness, then you need water. You have to, because our collective consciousness flows like a stream of water. It's not just symbolic. There's something to it. Seems like Elon monopolized a lot of things for himself, a lot of water sources for himself. Maybe, just maybe, the Resnicks weren't going to allow California for Elon to have their water that they run. I'm not sure. Whatever the case, I believe Elon will create whatever he's trying to create with his supercomputer. I believe that he will be given or have access to unlimited sources of water from Memphis, from the Mississippi River. Whatever he's doing, it seems like whatever he's creating, from out of it is going to come tangible effects to the collective consciousness. Seems like he will be able to influence thoughts and behavior from this supercomputer of humanity. It will find a way to tap into our collective consciousness and harness it. And it can also change our behavior, as technology already has. The more we see technology become a mainstay in everyday life, the more we see humanity decline, morals decline, standards decline. And it's been happening so gradually that we, and I don't say me because I have noticed, don't even notice that our behavior has been changed. We think it's just one generation being outdated and the next generation being cool. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Generations prior to this age of technology have always been different, but they've always kind of compounded off of each other. They've always been unique but different. This generation, the first generation wholly raised on technology, Gen Z, and the ones following it are different. Their behavior, their way of thinking, their way of learning, their DNA is different. It's been altered. I wouldn't trust the water in Memphis after Elon found his home there, because whatever they're doing also emits something back out into the water or the atmosphere. So with what he's trying to build, because he's trying to give his computer a human consciousness, maybe his soul, maybe he's trying to take his soul and put it into a computer so that it has a consciousness, because I don't know if he's find out how to create a soul. And I believe that's what he's trying to do as God, create a soul. They can create consciousness, but can they give it a living soul? They only can give it a consciousness from the collective consciousness. So by all of us being so tapped in and connected via technology, it's able to funnel out our consciousness and learn how to be a human through us. But even that's still artificial AI. He's trying to give technology a soul, like God. You need water to do that. He might be successful in a way. I don't think that he will create a soul, because when God created us, it emitted no toxins to the universe, not that could harm us. And if it did, it was kept out of the sphere of harm to us. Somewhere in the galaxy, maybe sucked up by another planet that we don't have to live on. Elon doesn't know how to do that because he's not God. So whatever he does create that he believes is a consciousness, it's not really a consciousness, and it's not how God did it, because God was smart and creative enough to not create harmful toxins as a result of his new creation. That's where you're flawed, Elon. But you don't even care about that part. As long as you can mimic God to the best of your ability, you don't care about God's morals and its care for humanity. That part you don't have, which is why you're molded after the Hashatan. Your resilient cities is really a way to combat natural law. And to be honest, the human consciousness upset the natural order of law when we collectively aren't high vibrational. We cause natural chaos, not the man-made weather chaos and things like that, but our collective consciousness causes nature to react negatively to us. His resilient cities is to combat the negative effects of our collective negativity on this earth by removing accountability and a sense of a conscious in us. We become more like his creation. It's an attempt to disconnect us from our God source vis-a-vis our conscious, our morals. That's the God within us being our moral compass, so we call it. When we do something that we feel like we're doing something wrong, that's the God within you. That's why you don't need a pastor or a preacher to tell you what's right or wrong. God is within you, telling you what you should or should not be doing that is harmful to you. When we do not have any more morals, standards, shame, things like that, that this generation has throughout, we have then become unhumane. Because now we have no moral compass to stop us from going over the edge when we've done too much. And today, nobody is telling us you're doing too much. Everything is glorified. Every debauchery is glorified. And when we speak up, we're old. That's why they're so anxious to kill out the millennial generation, call us old in our 30s and 40s. You guys are perpetuating your salvation being taken away, because the millennial generation is the one who ushered you, birthed you from one era, the digital and analog, to the one era to the next. We did that. Any new movement you see, it's because we tore down, we fucked up the status quo. And maybe we did it because we felt like it was making us toxic and need therapy, but we fucked it up. It's your job to come along and make it better. Unfortunately, you later generations have been convinced that any older generation needs to die out because they just don't know. They're old. They're the old model of human. You're the new model of human. The spiritual awakening was rebirthed through the millennials, Pluto and Scorpio. And the work that we're doing is to help you not be cut off from the divine source vis-a-vis technology. You can call us old, but many of us will die with our souls. Which keeps us connected to the divine source. When you pass away, after you become what Elon is creating, there is nothing for you after death. I speak with spirits, so I know that there's life after death. I've never seen a relative burning in flames. I have seen various spirits in various stages on the other side. I've seen some completely healed from what they went through in life, adorned in white, glowing, with turquoise earrings that represent their healing was complete. All the drugs and abuse and trauma from their life was finally cleansed out of their soul, and now their soul is free to go and do whatever it needs to do next, whether it's reincarnate in a body or whether it's go do something else. I've seen spirits trapped, mostly my grandparents, who encouraged me to remain on the spiritual path that I'm in because they died Christian, so they died unable to evolve to a certain level because Christianity caused them to be stuck. It stunts your spiritual growth, at least the kind that they believed in, the heavy religious indoctrinated kind. I've seen people that are looking gray, washed out, with a cigarette hanging out of their mouth. That was my cousin. She passed away from a drug overdose that she intentionally did. She lived a very hard life full of abuse, trauma, drugs, prostitution. When I saw her after she passed away, she wasn't in a good state yet. She was still very gray, white, washed out. The way you look when your body is being prepped for burial, and it has that grayish undertone because there's no more of the electricity in your body, that sign of life, that glow. That's what she looked like. To me, that's a version of hell because she hadn't even started the evolution process that usually quickens once you cross over. She was still stuck. I've seen Elon Musk. I see spirits when I call up their souls in different states. There's a way to integrate technology as a tool, but to not become it. I fear people are becoming it. The more that they allow their morals to decline. Humanity is on the decline because technology is sucking the soul out of humans. When you pass away, if you reject your soul and your connection to the divine, while you're alive, if you allow Elon to disconnect you from it, what you don't know is that there is nothing for you on the other side, not even reincarnation. You are the ones who perish. That is hell. I don't know where your souls would go. I've never seen that. But once it's disconnected to the divine, where our souls return upon leaving its death, once you have disconnected yourself from everything that makes you a God incarnate, when you pass away, I don't know where or what will happen to you. I don't think there's anything. I think Elon has been having some challenges to his work. I think that there have been entities that have tried to stop it. I believe he chose Memphis because he believes in its ancient historical energy. And I believe he chose Memphis because none of the citizens will pay attention to what he's doing. Nobody's paying attention to that kind of stuff in Memphis, except for my subscribers. I believe that Elon is trying to give his supercomputer a human consciousness, a soul, so to speak. This is the card that I got when I read the Resniks as their outcome. I think that they are arguing with Elon. I think that maybe the fires have to do with Elon, or it has something to do with not letting Elon get something. I don't think the Resniks want to be a part of whatever it is Elon is doing. And a few people don't want to be a part of it. That's the challenge he's having. Whatever he's doing is an injustice to humanity on every level. Every level, it's wrong. It upsets the natural order of life, death, nature. When you pass away, after Elon converts you to whatever he's trying to create, and your souls are supposed to go and be weighed in the balance, I don't know if you guys will have a soul to be weighed, as Elon does not. If you do not have a soul to be weighed, I don't know what would happen. We've never seen an age of technology like this, which is why we're in the age of Aquarius. We're in the book of Revelations here. I do believe those who don't know that they're turning into AI robots will not have souls. I don't know where they go though, but whatever he's doing is wrong on every level. It's an injustice on every level, and it upsets natural order and natural law. His hope is to disconnect humans from their source. No more humans being connected to the God source like we were when we were created in the Garden of Eden. And all of the Garden of Eden, those aren't literal. Those are allegorical. But that's an occult secret for later. Disconnecting the soul from the Creator and creating his own humans. Queen of Cups in reverse. Elon, you may have some issues with the water spirits. You may also have some issues with people in Memphis complaining. Something about the water. Queen of Cups in reverse. Memphis may want you to not use their water anymore. You may have some issues once you start really getting into the throes of this. Maybe the city of Memphis may renege and not want you to do this anymore. Might be too late to back out though. I think the city of Memphis or their gas and water company might want to renege once they see how much water you're using. Elon is attempting to avoid death. I believe he does not have a spirit or a soul. He believes if you don't have a connection to the Godhead, then you are no longer subject to its rules of reincarnation, including death. Elon does not have a soul, I do not believe. A lot of them don't. The elite. He was turned down by somebody to use their water, but he couldn't even pay them for it. That could be the Resnicks. Those fires could have been started as a way to force the Resnicks into something. And that's why they're taking the stance of not giving any water to the shakedown in LA. Possibly. I also think that it also is a good way to, I'm not sure that's just theory. I'm not sure about that. Justice in reverse though. I think he might have had plans to do it. No. His intentions was to do it on the Nile. What he believes is denial. Justice in reverse. I don't know if the community of Memphis will enjoy things as it goes on, as it continues to grow. The energy there in the city will turn the city into more chaos as it plays on the collective consciousness of the people as he's building it. So if we've seen more uprisings and violence and strange things in Memphis since Elon got there, that has a lot to do with it. I don't see it getting any better. And I see maybe the city knowing what's causing it and cutting him off from, or trying to cut him off or limit the water that they give to him. I see them trying to back out after a while after they see how much water he consumes. I think the fires were started to force people out of their areas. Something that was tried there before, but they couldn't do it. So now it's like by force. The problem is, though, the judge declared something. I think the insurance company would have to pay out policies. That's an issue for Elon, I believe. I believe a lot of celebrities were told that something was going to happen, and a lot of celebrities were not at their homes at the time for that reason. I believe they knew it. They knew that the city was going to have water issues, or some of them. Now, Kim, why are you here? Kim. I see you and your issues with black women here. See you guys ignoring. Now, I don't know why the Kardashians keep coming up with Elon. So let me ask this and then I'll close this out. Spirit, why do the Kardashians keep coming out in my readings with Elon? Sure, they're speaking out, but a lot of people are. Why does Kim keep coming up? What is her importance to Elon? What is her significance here? A lot of people are saying things. What the fuck do they have to do with anything of any importance? I believe they do, though, because they showed up in my reading yesterday. Spirit, talk to me about Kim. Why is she in Elon Musk's reading? Talk especially about ignoring attempts for her usage of water. Attempts to get her the sun. Kim, I believe you were aware of the fires too. Fully. Fully, I believe. I believe you knew. I believe you were one of the ones that were fully aware. So this is something that the elites are in on together. Spirit, why? Why did Kim know about this fire? I believe that, I don't know if she started. I don't know if all of these peoples were starting fire. This was a planned event. I believe that they knew that the fires were going to be started. And it was for a reason. I believe that they were told to blame it on the black lady. Fires was going to be started. They're not going to really have water, and we're going to blame it on the bass lady. People of color in Hollywood, fire started in the communities of people in color because they wouldn't be able to get the water to return. You see, y'all was asking me to pray about the vets and the retirees and stuff, but you guys were targeted. You guys were targeted because they knew you wouldn't be able to come back and rebuild. You look, it just fell out of my hands. You guys wouldn't have the money to come back after the fires. Now your land is up for grabs. Your communities are up for grabs. Why is Mayor Bass in reverse? Why they don't like her? I don't think she wanted to go along with something. The money program, whatever they were trying to do, I don't think she wanted no parts of it. And she went to Ghana because she knew what was coming. She knew that the waters were going to be started. I think she knew this was a plot, an attempt against her. Whenever she got into office, whatever she saw made her want to flee this country and have citizenship somewhere else. I believe it was said that she got citizenship in Ghana, or she was there. This was going to happen, and it was going to be blamed on her. I think she thought, if I ain't here, it can help things a little bit. It can help them see I ain't got nothing to do with this. This is sad. I don't think she wanted any parts of it. I think Los Angeles or the powers that be in LA don't want to be a part of something. And since I was reading Elon, I think it has something to do with something Elon is doing. Not everybody wants to be a part of it. Or they knew that the people who can't afford to be in those areas would be out. They can probably come back if they want to and do the things that they need to do without having you normal people up under them knowing what they're doing. The hills are getting hot, legally and fierily. I think they also knew that that couple wasn't going to be providing water. Maybe they were trying to force them into something. Anyways, that's what the situation is in Memphis with that colossal computer. I am going to post this on my public page. Members, I got some of the readings coming for you later today. I just need to pop in and out of class. But I'm in a rabbit hole now, so let's get into it. I hope this answers the questions that I had for my subscriber. Spirit, if people want to protect their consciousness and their soul from that supercomputer that Elon is trying to build, or whatever other technology that has come to siphon the soul and the life force out of us, what do you advise that we do in order to guard and protect ourselves? One card for those who wish to be vigilant, protect themselves, their souls, keep them intact, keep themselves connected with the divine, and not have the forces of darkness and evil and magic, technological magic being done on us unknowingly. What can we do to not be sheep? What can we do to not be prey? One card. Pentacles. Clarify what this means as advice for us. I think that because of the power that Elon has been given, or the powers that be have been given, it's already been started a long time ago. One card of advice for us, how we can protect our spirit and our souls, besides the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Clarify the Six of Wands. And clarify the King of Pentacles as advice for us. I think that Elon is going to see I don't think that Elon will be successful all the way. However, what we can do with the King of Pentacles, one more card, because I just don't understand those cards of advice for the collective. I almost want to say nothing. One thing about it, humanity will never be given over to man. His power seems to be limited. His power is limited. I think it's important for us to know that these men are just men. And they have money. And I believe that they are deceived by their money. I think that the people will prevail. I think that there will be revolutionaries who come up, and I believe that they will be people of color, of some color. The King of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, I think it's like it only looks like he's going to win. Humanity will pull back and not agree to whatever he's doing wholly, even though it's already begun, and even though the effects, I believe, for those who will be marked, it's already happened. I think that just by being vigilant enough to be here and to even desire to have your soul means you still have it, and you will have it. Six of Wands means despite what's going on, the trends, everything that everybody else is doing, stay true to yourself and what you're doing. Don't follow the trends, because Elon will be able to do what he's doing because of his power and his wealth. That is only power and wealth in this realm. He can't even not be read by me. If he was that powerful spiritually, I wouldn't be able to read him. Desiring or even knowing, what can I do to be vigilant? What can I do to keep my soul intact? That means you will be, because you'll always be looking for infiltration. And there are not many people in this world who won't be affected by what he's doing. Chips of our souls, our consciousness has already started to be chipped away. And collectively, I see it. I'm always in the comments of blogs and things, watching everybody's consciousness. I watch and see who's being celebrated, who's not being celebrated, and it tells of where we are on a vibrational level. I had 10 people unsubscribe from my channel when I shared my music that I channeled from my brain to the mic and have made money off of. I see Sexy Red say, bow, 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 bow. Gonorrhea lip gloss, bow, bow. I seen her and Sukiana be walked like dogs by NLE Chopper in order to get on in the industry. And when she was looking at man's feet, whoever that was, it wasn't just a regular guy because his feet were manicured. I saw the polish on him. That was an industry guy whose feet she was sucking and licking and degrading herself to continue to be degraded for a bag in the industry. And you guys supported her into the stratosphere. Bow, bow, bow. Ooh, sexy, no more dumb thing. Don, 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 don. Eileen, no, no. I'ma let them know. Get them sexy. Get them sexy. Y'all was doing it. Y'all was doing it. My coochie pig, my booty hole brown. Pound town, just left Pound town. Y'all was doing it too. Y'all still doing it. So collectively, we've already been chipped away at. Only thing we can do now is realize, and a lot of people do realize, that Elon Musk is just a very rich man. And for those of you who are here, 6 of Wands, that means that you're on the right path. If you're worrying about, or you're wondering how I can keep my consciousness intact. Just like that, awareness of the fact that your soul is in jeopardy. It's being targeted. As long as you're vigilant about the fact that there are people trying to get you, you'll always keep your head on the swivel. And with that being said, black hat, black shades, black diamonds, oh, behave. In my Louisiana voice. Love you guys. Bye. I wanted to come back because on my way in the house, I was meditating on the advice I gave you with the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles also means rule your own self. You be your own ruler. We have to find ways to be independent from the system. We cannot rely too heavily on the system and technology. That is how we will be able to survive the challenges, because the warfare is done vis-a-vis technology now. And so the more that we are self-rulers, we rule our lives, we're independent, then it'll be easier to not rely on Elon's technology that will be embed itself in everyday life, and it'll be easy to be sucked in. We do it. We have our phones on our hand all day scrolling various social media sites. That's how it starts. We have to be self-sufficient is what I was trying to say. Self-sufficient. That will help you keep your soul intact. Because the more you depend on them, the more leverage they will have for you to give so that you can survive. Self-sufficiency. Love you guys. Bye.